Hello, 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 everyone. This is your girl Shanidra with Let's Dig Deep. Yes, indeedy, if you can hear me clearly. Now, I'm glad that you have found this video. As you know how it always goes for this show, the enemy knows how I'm about to flow. So, with me knowing that, the title of today is When Your Money Looking Funny. Because a lot of people think, oh, Shadidra must be moving and grooving the way she money, 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 money. But money can't get you into some doors. You can have all the money in the world, but if you ain't got the credit. And what if you don't have the credit or the money, honey? When your money looking funny and your credit, honey, that's when you begin to have faith. That's when God shows his face. So I'm on God's credit. So that's what I want you guys to understand. Um, this is all part of God's plan for my life. When I gave my life to Christ, Yahweh, he saved me. Literally, he saves me every day, all day. When you don't have the money, people are like, "Well, how do you move? You don't know when you're gonna have money. How do you move and do certain things if you don't know when you're going to get money again?" I can't do that because I have to know, and I have to, and I did too. I had to know. I used to have to know every little detail. Like I have to know Lord, but I know the Lord. Like that's why you have to get to know Him for yourself because you can't listen to anybody else. Because once you get to know Him for yourself, you will know. Like it don't matter how this goes or how this looks. I've been in the book, not Facebook, the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth. So I know how it's gonna go. Like I'm in my David phase right now. Like I already saw what he did back then. He did it before. He gonna do it again. As long as we stay right within, my friend. Because as you know, he tells you for sure that you gotta let go of the old thing in order to get the new things. You have to, stop. Stop doing the same thing, going insane, and blaming everything on everybody else but yourself. Oh well, no, because this is the vision and this is the picture that God gave me. But He gives us these pictures. He already told Joseph what Joseph was going to be. He already told Joseph that everybody was going to bow down to Joseph, and that happened. And did. That happened, but God says, lean not into your own understanding and to acknowledge Him in all of your ways. So once He give us that picture, if we lean to our own understanding, we're not doing it part of God's planning because we're just standing on our own. That's why we feel all alone because we gone. We left from God. He gave us the vision, and we're like, oh, yep, that's what I'm going to do. I already know what I'm going to do. You don't know what you're going to do. That's like my kid. Well, you said go and get the stuff up. Get what stuff up? What stuff do? I guess the stuff that it's no guessing. You can actually hear what I have to say. You can actually do what I say. You don't have to guess what I'm going to say. You can listen and then just do exactly what I tell you to do. There's nothing else to do but you to do. It's not to be confused. You don't have to think about it. He says, what he is so bad. Oh my, he going down. Yes, indeed. Just like my children. My own daughter, yes. My own daughter got to clean up her own room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, you do. You have to clean it by yourself because you the one that messed it up. And that's what God is saying. He said, you're the one that messed it up. So you're going to clean this up. You got to clean it up. Don't be waiting on nobody else. You have to do it yourself. You can't focus on anybody else. So I don't flow because I know that I have money and all of this and all of that, and like my credit is all of that. It's not. I'm on God's credit, literally. And I think that God made it that way. He allows things to happen so we can see Him and not them. See, when stuff keeps happening and, people can justify and see why or how that happened. Oh, yeah, I can see because you have good credit. Or I can see that because you have all that money. Oh, I can see that. But what about when your money looking funny and things still happen for you? When the favor of God is on you. When He's opening doors for you to explore more that no man can shut. You're not qualified by them. But when you qualify by Him, it ain't nothing that them what they it ain't nothing that they can say to you. They can't shut the door. They want to. And you wanna still praise them. Still praise them instead of Him. Oh yeah, because I really wasn't qualified for that, but they let me in. I'm so thankful for them to them that they boy, girl, bye. Still denying God. Still can't glorify God. They did it. Oh, okay. But again, what about when your Monday looking funny? It's not. Shanidra has all this $50 million. I mean, he does give me money, but things still happen without it. I don't have to be qualified by them for him, for God, to decide where I'm going to ride. If he say I'm going to go into that door, that's the door that I'm going to be able to go in. Period. There's nothing no man can say. Do you hear me? That I have entered in, I was not technically qualified for. Because you have to have this degree, you have to have this, you have to have this certification, it's this and this and that. And God was like, I certified her, she's approved, stamped and approved. Stamped and approved by who? God. See, that's what they couldn't understand. They thought Yahweh, when Yahweh was doing it God's way, they thought that Yahweh was his own witness. He said, I don't stand here on my own. What? I don't stand here on my own, honey. I belong, honey. My father is with me. Period. My father is basically him with Yahweh. Father was him, but the Holy Spirit is in all of us that trust and believe in God. You can't even please God without even having the faith of a mustard seed. You can't even please Him. You please them all day. Woo! They can only take you so far. But if you're trying to go further, You're going to have to do what God has you to do. The only God. You're not a God. All this fake nonsense. No. Have some common sense. I'm not doing what my ancestors did that made my father mad. I'm not doing all that weird stuff. Then we wonder why we're bound. Oh, yeah, but I'm going to follow them. I'm going to go back to what got us under attack. No, that's whack. I'm not about to go back. I'm moving forward. I'm not even looking back. I'm looking forward. Moving forward. Moving right along. Nevertheless, I'm not supposed to be on Facebook. I'm fasting from Facebook from 12 to 5. So I couldn't go live. All the mishaps happened, getting phone calls, just different meetings happening all of a sudden. So, it took my whole morning. So I was like, okay, I know the Lord wants me to do my video. And I know the enemy think I'm about to go straight on Facebook and do it. No. See, God provides another way. He provides another way where I can stream all day on different platforms. So I'm not just on Facebook. I'm not just on YouTube. I'm on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So, and since, speaking of the signal of Tuesday, remember where the other revelation came from? Well, remember, she said it was going to take longer. They're going to have to do it. It depends on the test, if they're going to need a technician and all of that stuff. Well, the test went through and it didn't approve. And so the technician is going to have to come through. So I have to wait again, my friend, but that doesn't stop anything. Like that, the enemy is going to attack any and everything to make you stop what God got you to do, what God has you to do. He wants you to stop. He wants you to be like, oh, well, I guess I can't do it. Oh, well, no. I'm on my fast and I'm not even on Facebook, but I'm on Facebook. You get it? I'm fasting from Facebook from 12 to 5, and I'm on Messenger all day, so I'm not fasting from Messenger, but I'm fasting from Facebook from 12 to 5. And that has helped me to, stay more focused and everything. So since I'm not going to be on Facebook, I'm still going to honor the fast that I told God I was going to do. So I'm on the streaming platform to still do the video that he has me to do because I got a lot to do today. And the signal wanted to play with me. So that's okay with me because I'm going to stay on track. The attacks are whack. But again, my friend, what are you going to do when your money looking funny? What happened when COVID happened? My money don't never look funny, acting fake, the fake people. I'm good when you're not good. Okay. See, more doors even open for me because I'm just telling the truth. Like, I don't act like fake, like nothing. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be in front of people that could possibly give me money or not, and act like, oh yeah, I'm just big money spending. Yeah, you need 500 here, you need 200 there. Oh, I got it. No, right now, no, man, no. I'm not about to be spending that on that. It has to make sense. It has to be part of God's plan. If He tell me to do it, then I'll do it. But if He ain't got nothing to do with it, then I'm not doing it. And I'll tell Him straight up. And then that's how I'll get blessed. Because if it's for me, it's gonna be for me regardless. But I get blessed. Blessed by just telling the truth. The truth. I don't act like fake, like nothing. I tell them straight up. Well, I really want to help you. If people really want to help you, because people know how I roll. I help people a lot freely. And I can't do that all the time because I do have children. I'm always considerate about others that have children and other stuff. But I'm very considerate of that because I'm like, I know that they have to make their money. So if I don't have the money, I'm not trying to tell them to lower it or nothing. But that's why when I do stuff, I try to have payment options and I try to, make it easy. So when your money looking funny, what can you do? I'm gonna tell you what I do. I get the clue and I acknowledge who? God. And I allow God to tell me how I'm gonna ride, which way I need to go. Because he's in control. Especially when things are out of your control. He said, "Cast all your cares and burdens unto him." That became a burden. When it became out of my control, it's a burden. It is an automatic burden. So there's no way that I'm gonna continue to just allow burdens to disrupt. And no, he said, "Cast them to him." So I cast them to him and not them. So I'm not frustrated about them telling my business or nothing because I ain't tell them nothing. They don't know nothing. Y'all get mad at people. Oh, they done told my business, but you done told them your business. I had to learn the hard way too. So that's why I can talk to you because I had to learn the hard way. I thought people was really riding with me, but they really did. Uh, and you can notice those people too, especially when your money looking for, when your money looking for. Oh, how to show you expose them. So don't be shocked and all of that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe such and such. You know, I've been there for okay, but they're not you, honey. I had to learn that too. I can't keep expecting me out of everybody else. No, nobody's like me. So once I got that in my head, I was able to really be led by God. But we're gonna have to actually in our actions. He said, "Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and you don't do what I say?" We're gonna have to actually do this action. I'm telling y'all that it's not the money, honey, that's making me do all these moves. It's God. Because I know if he tell me to do it, he's gonna get me through it. Period. He has already proved it. If he tell me to do it, he's gonna get me through it. 13-room building. I wasn't even looking at nothing like that. Never would I have ever just looked at a building with all those rooms. Because at the time that I was looking at the building, I was looking for a little space to, just where I could do my photography in one room and then, put up the photography and, just have one classroom for the kids or whatever and do that, affordable. So I can still, maintain my thing with my kids. But God was like, no, I got something special for you. The time the I was supposed to get the building, it wasn't that I had $50,000 billion in the bank, and that's why I decided no, I didn't have nothing. I paid my rent first because I had just enough like pay one of the building. So I was saving this money just specifically for my household. So, but I know you in control. So if you tell me to roll and go this way, I will. And he said yes. He said yes before he blessed me. And that's normally how it goes for me. Like he tell me to go ahead when I don't have no money. So it's not about the money, honey. So he tell me to go when I don't have nothing. He's like, go. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Do the event. Money get attacked, everything. I'm like, But I'm so creative, I can make Dollar Tree stuff look like, $1 billion stuff. So, God gave us these gifts and He puts us in certain positions to make us see, the gifts to be that's inside of me. So, that made me utilize some of the gifts that, I have. And then, after I took the leap of faith, it's normally after when I don't have no money or nothing. After I do what He tell me to do, off of faith on Him, not myself. Uh, that's when He starts, pouring into me abundantly. But they don't always come right away or whatever. Uh, because it's like, because He knows now that I have found, that to happen. So now, sometimes He makes it take a little bit longer, but that just makes me stronger. And now I know how to last even longer with the least of things. And long as I don't complain, because He said do everything without grumbling and complaining. So long as I don't be grumbling and complaining, not that I don't get irritated, not that stuff don't happen, not that everything goes my way. It's just that I obey the Almighty and I do it His way. That's why the favor comes over me. He said, won't I do this for you too if you too be obedient? That's what He told Cain. But y'all want to do the same thing as Cain. Y'all want to get mad at the Abels. You want to get mad at Abel. And Abel just was doing what God told him to do. He wasn't trying to be perfect. That's y'all excuse to get out of things. Oh, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect either. So we're too old to be saying nonsense, making excuses. Own it. Own what you do. Stop acting like you confused. It gets you stuck in delusion, confusion. And my Father is not the author of so the conclusion of this is that we must trust in God. Put pride to the side and trust in God. We have to focus. He done parted the Red Sea. All He wants us to do is follow Him. Just keep our focus on Him. All this stuff around us, we still gotta just focus on Him. He told them when He was delivering them out of Egypt, don't worry about them. I got them. He let them see that, all of that. They had the best of the best and was about to attack. But the attack was whack because they can't do nothing to God. I mean, and He said, mess not with my anointing, mess not with my children. So they trying to mess with His children. He got them. Just like I tell my children, I got them. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. I got it. So let me handle them. That's what God is saying. Let Him handle these things. You see, He provides for the birds. They don't worry about nothing. And I'm not saying we're not normal because Janidra, I told you, I talked to the Lord. I'm honest with the Lord. I'm real with the Lord. And that's what He wants us. He don't want us to be faking, all this extra weird stuff that has nothing to do with nothing. And yeah, God, I praise your name and glorify your name. And right now, and I'm just so happy in your name. And you're just fake. You're filled with hate. You're not going to enter the gate with all that hate in your heart. You're so far apart from Him because you're too busy trying to please them, trying to look like, fake like something that you're not like. So today, all I ask you to do is stop trying to act like you're confused and do what you know that you need to do. Turn from your wicked ways. Seek God, follow God, no matter how hard it is. We're supposed to live like kids. My kids don't worry about, oh, is the rent gonna be paid? Is the light bill gonna be paid? They don't worry about nothing. They run it up, literally. They're not worried about nothing because they know, oh, all I gotta do is flick the light on, it's gonna come on. They're not thinking about, oh, that's a bill. And we flick our lights on all the time, and it's really God that's providing. Because you know that job has tried to get rid of you for so long, but they can't. No matter what they think, they can't. Unless God, and if God asks them to, let you go or allows them to let you, then that means he has something else up the road. Something bigger than that. So that's all I have to say on today. We must pray and obey the Almighty. We must do it Yahweh so we don't have to hit the highway. Have an amazing, blessed day.